Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesdays on Starting Out Solitary. I am Monsoon Magick, your Wednesday host, and this week we are talking about the summer solstice or midsummer or Litha or any of the names that we have for this Sabbat. So this is the longest day of the year. This is where the sun is at its peak, and this is all about God energy for me. And so what I'm going to talk to you about is some of the things that I do on the summer solstice, my feelings about it, and just some kind of thoughts about it in general. So in terms of my feelings about the summer solstice, actually this Sabbath, I know this is going to be a little strange, it actually makes me a little sad because it means that after the summer solstice, the days are going to start getting shorter. And in all honesty, I love the time of year from the winter solstice on as the days get longer and they get warmer and there's more sunshine. So the summer solstice actually is kind of bittersweet to me. It has a little bit of sadness because I know the days will start getting shorter. Although where I live, I know that my days are going to get hotter because we are not at the heat peak of summer yet. So that is one of the things that I think about with the summer solstice. The Sabbats are a little tricky, I think, for someone who's solitary. I know for myself, I have a difficult time with them. I don't always know what to do. It always seems like you're supposed to be doing things and making things or celebrating. And I know the Sabbats are a time of community and celebration. And so I think that that's really hard for me as someone who's solitary because I want to go to a summer solstice picnic or I want to go to a festival and I want to celebrate with other pagans, but I don't have that opportunity. And it's just not quite the same having a little barbecue in the backyard by myself. I don't know. It just like it loses the whole energy of the festivity of the Sabbath. So for me, the Sabbats are a little difficult in that way. I don't always know what to do. So instead what I've done is I'm really focusing on the god or goddess, and rather than doing, I just try to shift my thinking for the day and for that time, not just the day, because the Sabbats are more than just that one day. They're a time. They're almost like a little season. So the summer solstice is God energy. So we are at the God side of my altar. There's the God of the wildwood. There's my sun out. I do decorate with some seasonal decorations for my altar. This is my main working altar. This is just kind of one side of it. So I have my sun out. Downstairs in my kitchen, I have my kitchen altar, and I do have some representations of the summer solstice as well. And then I also have a little separate altar, little altar space kind of in my family room, and that one is my Sabbath altar space, and I do have a picture from Wendy Andrew that is up there, and I have a sun candle holder, and it's just to kind of honor the summer solstice and the growing energy of the sun. Now for me, what I will be doing is this is my time to really connect to my God. I find that I become so enamored with the goddess that I get out of balance in terms of my practice, and I focus so much on her and the feminine aspect of the divine that I find that I neglect the masculine aspect of the divine. And so for me, summer solstice is a time to reconnect to the God, reconnect to the masculine divine, and really kind of spend some time thinking about what role does the God play in my life, and how can I better connect with him and his energy. So one of the things I will be doing this year is using this oracle deck, and I just purchased it and I absolutely love it. It's a teaching deck for me. I don't use it for divinatory purposes. It is the Gods and Titans Oracle deck by Stacy DeMarco. It has an amazing guidebook in it. And these are all Gods and Titan cards. So if you flip it over, you can see there's just, and they come from so many pantheons as well. So you have Vulcan and Zeus. I don't even know how to pronounce that. A cat, Achilles. Okay, so they just go on and on. Loki, Ol, Thor. So what I will be doing is, as part of my daily devotional on the summer solstice, is I will shuffle the deck And I like to look at the images and feel the one that I feel most drawn to. And then I look it up in my Gods and Titan book, and that's the aspect of the god that I really focus on and work with. So I use this deck to connect to the god, because I believe, just like I believe the goddess is the goddess of 1,000 names, I believe that the god is a god of 1,000 names as well. So although we have different gods, they represent, to me, in my practice, they represent aspects of the god. So by aligning myself with a particular god, so let's say, for example, I was going to align with Anubis, that is an energy of the god. And that is the energy of the god that I would be working with for a season or for a time. And I love this deck because it teaches me about the gods. It teaches me about the different gods of the different pantheons. It exposes me to different elements of, or different gods. And then from there, it becomes a jumping off point. If I want to know more about Anubis, if I want to know more about Poseidon or Hades or Achilles, Apollo, any of them, from there I can do my own research. So for me, summer solstice is about reconnecting with the god energy, reconnecting with the masculine, spending time honoring the god and rebalancing myself. Because like I said, I find that I get a little out of balance at times. I am, again, becoming so enamored with the goddess that I feel like sometimes I don't give the god his proper due, his proper attention, and the proper place in my path that he deserves. So this is just a day for me to think about that and reflect on that. Other than that, I do try to get outdoors. Again, where I live, it's really, really hot. We're talking like 112, 114 outside. And so it's not really a day you want to spend all day outside. But I do like to go out in the evening. We do light sparklers, and we will probably have a barbecue with our family. Nothing big, nothing elaborate. But really focusing on the energy of the god and how I want the god to interact in my path, how I want to connect to the god, and how can I connect to him better. And that is, to me, my time for the summer solstice, reconnecting and rebalancing with the god. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave them below. And I hope you all have a very, very blessed summer solstice.